Good morning. It's Taboo Topics by Fashion First Aid. I'm your host, Honest Kim, here with Annie, the psychic sidekick. We have been in French Polynesia the past couple of weeks, celebrating my husband's 50th birthday, so we have not been here and available, but we are back, and we are talking about how to fudge clothing that doesn't fit. Partially because I'm 5.5 months pregnant, and partially because
I didn't lose my bikini weight this year. I've been trying to lose 15 pounds since my entire life.
we'll talk about that a little more next week. But today we're talking about little tips and tricks to fix the clothes so that they don't look stupid on us. Then we'll follow that up by the dick of the week, and of course my favorite time, Annie the psychic sidekick, psychic prediction. So let's roll right into fudging clothing that doesn't fit. Now, it could go both ways. We've got clothing that's too big and too tight, right?
Mostly my problem is it's usually too tight. Like maybe a button or two too tight. I don't know. Maybe like I should go up a size, but don't necessarily want to spend the money because I'm going to lose that 15 pounds, I swear.
Okay, well, I got really good advice 100 years ago from my best friend's mom growing up. She said, you know, how you stay thin is you never buy clothing the next size up, to which clothing manufacturers have just made their clothes bigger. But if you kind of follow that rule and you don't fit into any of your clothes, it kind of forces you to not put on more weight.
That makes sense to me. I should not. Actually, I think I'm right there where I'm just like, I refuse to buy those clothes. So okay. I have a lot of muffin top.
Okay, but so then that leads us into our topic. How do you fudge clothes that don't fit? Do you own any button extenders maybe, Annie?
Oh my gosh, Kim. I own button extenders. I also own the Invisibelt, which I think helps.
So how does Invisibelt help if your pants are too tight?
Well, I feel like when your pants are too tight, it's like a sausage. And so basically it wants to push my body out of the pants. So the pants won't stay up. I think that's my problem. So basically I just use an Invisibelt because I'm not a belt person and keep the pants where they're supposed to stay, nice and tight.
Ah, but then does that squeeze some muffin up the top too?
You know, I wear my big girl top that covers up the fact that I have that.
Ah, now tell me about your button extenders, because we at Fashion First Aid are coming out with some awesome button extenders in less than a month. They're almost ready.
So the button extenders is like a little like pin that goes in the pants, and then it has this like rubber band thing, and it acts as an extra like little loop. So if you need an extra button, like say like you have 2 buttons on your pants where normally you would just have one, there's actually an extra one, so it can make the waistline a little bit longer. It adds like an extra inch. So you might feel like you want to be a 29, but in reality your body is like, hell no, you're like a 30. So then the button extenders gives you that extra inch to be a 30.
So really quick about our new button extenders. They're just that, you know, that nice hair rubber band, those expensive ones. It's that material, but there's little slots in the middle of it. So you just hook it on your button, loop it through, and button it back over your button.
Yeah.
So there's no metal parts. It's like super comfy and soft, and I'm so excited for them.
Nice.
Woohoo! And they come in 4 colors: light jean, dark jean, white, and black.
Nice. I like the different colors. That's very cool.
Cool, and they help hide. They're like a little wider. They're about 1 inch wide, so they hide the fact that your jeans are gaping open. Anyway, it's kind of cool. I'm excited. So that's one way you can fudge clothing that doesn't fit. What about shirts, especially like button-up shirts or jackets that are too tight? What do you do there?
Well, it sounds like jackets I'm not so worried about unless my arms can't fit in. That's the only time a jacket might not work, because then you just leave it open and it's just like a cute little jacket. Shirts, I'm not sure what I would do. Again, I'd probably look like an encased sausage.
Well, I think you got the right idea. For shirts, especially button-up shirts that are too small, because you don't want to wear a button-up shirt that's really small. You do look like you're popping out of it. So you can either use our little attaché to kind of stick the buttons in between the buttons, try and close it if it's just a little bit too tight, or a chick magnet maybe to just kind of help keep things in place, or just leave it open. Leave it open and wear a cute shirt underneath, and then it's kind of like a little topper.
Cool.
And so what about other things that, now what about if something's too loose? Do you ever have that problem?
Too loose? No, I use an Invisibelt when it's too loose or too tight. It works great for both ends. Other things with too loose is sometimes using the double-sided sticky tape. That works.
Right. If your shirt's too loose, you can double-sided tape it.
Remember when like the shirt? Well, I guess my shoulders don't really change. I should get rid of those bigger shirts. What does Lena call them? Not that cute, or not that?
What is that shirt doing for you?
Yeah. I constantly look at in the mirror and I'm like, what is that? Like the shirt I'm wearing today. Elena might say that. I don't know.
Yeah. What is that shirt?
Because it looks like it might be too loose. I'm wearing it. It's actually a shirt you gave me.
I was gonna say that shirt looks really familiar.
You gave it to me. And I guess it's not very flattering because it's like a big shirt, but that's the look.
But the big shirts, see, this is the other thing with clothing. If you're a 5'10" stick model, anything looks good on you. You can wear clothes that are too big with leggings or whatever, and you look like you're chic and hip.
Wear a trash bag and it'll look good.
Yeah. And if you're another human being and you try and pull off that look, you look stupid.
So I guess with my shirt, the specific one, I guess what I could have done to make it more flattering since it's too big is actually belted it maybe so that people could actually see I have a really small waist. A lot of people don't know I have a small waist.
Yeah. Accent your good features. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Now you're thinking.
There we go. All right.
So some of the things you can do to fudge clothing that doesn't fit. Make sure your pants are hemmed. If your pants are dragging or too short or something, that just looks bad. You can use things like double-sided tape, like Annie said, to tape things in place or to take hems. Attaché is another great thing. It's just a little sort of quick gun that puts in a barb that you can cut out if you want to cinch in your waistline, or to take a hem, or to put straps in a different place so your straps aren't slipping down. So that's another great thing. But all in all, it makes a big difference to have clothes that fit. You just look like you're more put together and you look more polished.
Yeah.
So let us know if you have any questions or if you have any tips for fudging clothing that doesn't fit to get them to fit you better.
Nice. All right, so moving on.
Moving on to the Dick of the Week. Now, Annie, I hear you have an interesting Dick of the Week. Who is it exactly that you're nominating? Is it the event organizer?
It's a festival in Atlanta. They play like DJ music or whatever. I'm gonna say it wrong. It's like the David Guetta, like it's the who's who, like maybe like 150,000 people come to this music festival. It's a 3-day music festival, camping music festival. Probably about 40,000 people camp. Anyways, they didn't have a very good solution when the torrential downpour came, and so they stopped shuttle services because people couldn't, the cars were getting stuck, and I get it, but they didn't have a very good solution. So you ended up having thousands of people sleeping on the side of the road because they couldn't get out of the festival because it's on a farm. And so,
what about the campers?
What?
Were the campers okay?
Campers were fine. They were sleeping in their tents. But then there's the 100,000 people that go in and out of the festival on a daily basis that were stuck. And the festival ends at midnight. They're not getting home till 7 a.m. because they're stuck. And you see heaps of people just sleeping on the side of the road. And I just thought it was kind of a dick move that it didn't seem like they had a good solution to having the rain.
I mean, that's an act of God. That's a legal term. So how do you You're like, oh, okay, well, there was a hurricane. What are we supposed to do? And plus, why is a DJ festival ending at midnight? Aren't those people up till like 4 a.m. anyway?
I don't know. I don't go to DJ festivals. I'm just saying, I just didn't think, like, I read an article and I felt bad for them. And I was like, if anything, they should have had crew out there directing those people, saying, this is how you get out of here. You walk down that road 5 miles and you'll find a bus.
Okay. Okay, well, sure, we'll give the organizers Dick of the Week award
Just
for not caring about their festival goers.
Or you could give it to, I'm sure someone who was a dick to you in the last week.
No.
No. No one.
I've been in French Polynesia. There are no dicks there. They're the nicest people in the world. Those people are rad.
They are very nice. So you don't know anyone else that was a dick this week at all?
No.
Okay. Just asking.
Okay, we'll go to the DJ Atlanta Festival people for not caring about their rained on DJs.
Okay.
Poor wet DJs.
Poor wet DJs.
Who had to stay up late.
All right, so what's next?
Yeah, sidekick. Yeah.
All right, people. I'm just saying, I've been predicting a lot of shit, and it's been coming true. Like, I've been predicting babies. I've been predicting breakups. I've been predicting boyfriends. They're all coming true, so you might want to listen up. Listen up, people, because I got some truth to tell. So, it goes with their dick of the week. We are all dicks, by the way. But I think that's good, because it's a little sense of reality, right, Kim? So, my challenge to everyone is to be kind. For example, I know someone that was starving for lunch and went to go get food. But as they were driving away, they noticed someone that was starving more. And so they gave up their lunch saying, I can go one meal without food and feed this poor person that it looked like they were a teenager that hadn't bathed in a month and got lunch. So I challenge all our viewers, all 3 of you, to do something really nice that goes above and beyond, that teaches you a lesson in humility.
That's not a psychic prediction.
Oh, it's not? I guess that's advice, right? Okay.
You're supposed to predict.
Sorry. Okay, redo. My prediction, something old, something new, and something poo. It doesn't make sense right now, but in the next 5 days, it will make sense.
And lucky numbers?
It is 51, 33, 23, 16, and 1, and 35.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, and someone's going to be really mean to you this week. Somebody is going to be really mean, but you know what? Rise above it. Sorry, that just came in my head.
Ooh, okay. So, not looking forward to that, but not all psychic predictions are good, right?
No, they're not. But don't worry. You're cooler. You're definitely cooler and nicer. And know it, your friends are going to come to your defense and then maybe shun them. I don't know.
All right. Well, that was our episode today on how to fudge clothing that doesn't fit. The Dick of the Week, sponsored by Trunk in My Junk and Annie the Psychic Sidekick's prediction.
Oh, I have another one.
Jeez. Okay.
Sorry. It's so weird. Sometimes, I don't know what it is, but there's a surprise in your future. Just like, I guess, the surprise boyfriend, the surprise baby, the surprise breakup. Actually, that wasn't really a surprise because I knew it was going to happen. But it will be a surprise to other people.
All right. Well, who doesn't love surprises?
It's a good surprise.
Speaking of surprises, next week we are supposed to be talking about costume first aid because Annie and my favorite holiday, Halloween, one of our favorite holidays, is coming up next month. And we'll be doing costumes. But the surprise is we might not be doing that if our guest, Deanna from The Winerist, is available to do our wine tasting whatnot episode. So we will be talking about costume first aid unless Deanna is available, and then we will be talking about how to have fun and what to wear on wine tasting trips.
Amazing. Do we get to drink wine during that session? Because you know me, I like my glass of wine.
Not if you're on your 14-day lose 10 pounds mission. And I won't be drinking anyway, so, you know, whatever.
You need to rip off that Band-Aid.
You just need to do it. You say it can't be done, I'm challenging you.
I'm going to do it. All right, we'll do it. We'll figure out this next week when I will do it. I'll do it, like, soon. Yeah.
Yep. Everyone, you heard that. You heard Annie say she'll do it soon.
No. I'm going to start in the next 10 days.
Okay.
I promise.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to Taboo Topics by Fashion First Aid. I'm your host, Honest Kim. This is Annie, the Sidekick, saying see you next Tuesday.
Peace.